with the advancing signs of the return of Cold War-like global bipolarizations, there is indeed an increasing need to revamp the role of middle powers in interstate relations and global governance. Because only with strong and active role of middle powers, a more genuine, fair, and effective multilateralism could be ensured. For us in Indonesia, a multipolar world with a dynamic role of middle power, individually or in concert, represents a conducive geopolitical ecosystem for our independent and active foreign policy.
In the midst of recent geopolitical architecture, where multilateralism seems to be negated by major powers, middle power countries can play an important role as a bridge builder between developed and developing countries. Group of middle power countries such as MICTA and BRICS can offer concrete solutions to maintain multilateralism and the achievement of SDGs targets, which have become the responsibility of both developed and developing countries. They can share good practices and explore common policies to improve the digital economy sectors, and exploring collaboration and capacity building to address the negative impacts of digitalization, for example. Furthermore, they are instrumental in encouraging private sector involvement. Hence, FPCI initiative to launch Middle Power Study Network is very timely indeed.
Despite the fact that the role of middle powers has become particularly notable in recent years, there has been a little agreement on what constitutes the features of middle powers within the field of international relations theory. This is one of the main reasons why we need continued research on middle power studies. The new initiative of the FPCI on Middle Power Studies Network therefore should be appreciated, as it may contribute to the discourse and our understanding of the role of middle power in global governance.
Nobody wants to return to a bipolar world where two countries dictate the fate of all nations around the world. Yet we are seeing small and medium countries aligning themselves either with China or the United States. Middle powers can step in and prevent this polarization. Their combined powers can create a multipolar world, which is where we really want to be.
FPCI has been calling for Indonesia to adopt a middle power strategy since 2015, and I'm glad to see that in recent years the government has presented Indonesia as a middle power. I think what we need to do now is beyond the identification of Indonesia as a middle power, we need to develop a deeper understanding of how middle powers perform in international affairs. What are the unique assets that would enable them to play a distinctive role in international affairs, and how would they deal with major powers, and also how they would deal with fellow middle powers in advancing issues of common concern. So I think there's a lot that can be done in terms of deepening our understanding and analysis on the role of middle powers, and also building a greater body of knowledge on middle power strategy.